Share this video. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here and holler at your boy. Share this video. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get dead into it, you know what I'm saying? But come on in here. Hit the like button. Share the video. Join the conversation. I wanted to talk about this last night, but we had to do the Trill Like Me cartel segment. So I waited to talk about it tonight. But y'all share this video, come in, hit the like button, show some love. You know what I mean? Fool with me if you cool with me. You know how we do. And I got some dope background music from the homie T Mac. Hey, Zeus Trevino, what it is, man. Appreciate that soup chat, man. Appreciate that soup chat. That's good soup right there. $4.99, I like that. But yeah, y'all come on in here and we gonna talk about it, man. Flanagan, where you been, man? Flanagan, you been missing class, man. You been missing the Trill Trucker Talk. You been missing the Trill Trucker Talk, man. But yeah, y'all come on in here and hit the like button. Share this video with your community. If you're proud of me. Had to add up that soup bowl. Already, man. Already. But yeah, y'all come on in here and share this video. Hit the like button. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Feel free. The soup. You know we love that soup in here. You know what I mean? That's how we stay fed. That's how we stay trill. That's how we don't need sponsors. Because we sponsor ourselves. And shout out to Lightyear going back in that thing and getting his second chance. God good. God good. Look at that. That boy got 2 patches. Badge of honor. Yeah. That boy got 2 patches. Yeah, you know what? I do this and that. I'm missing a patch. I'm missing a patch. I need a Trill Gang patch. You know what I mean? I need a Trill Gang patch too. UGK Ruckus, UGK Posse, Trill Gang. Yeah, but we gonna get off into it, man. Let me see. We got 4 people all off in here. Share this video. Share this video. You know what I mean? We're gonna get started in a second. We're gonna get started in a second. Share this video, hit the like button. Come on in and fool with me if you're cool with me. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna get dead into it. So I'm gonna dive into it. I'm gonna dive deep off into it. And they'll catch up with us later. But they say, okay, a suspect is in custody in Texas following a school shooting that left at least 4 injured. This happened yesterday. The suspect in the shooting at the Texas high school Wednesday was in custody, but he just recently bonded out. You know what I mean? Detectives said, interviewing the 18-year-old Timothy George Simpkins, who will be charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. In Arlington police, the Department of News and Police said that Simpkins turned himself in without incident. His bond was set at $75 G's. He bonded out. This took place at Timberview High School. Like I said, it left 4 people injured 2 were shot, 3 were hospitalized, and all 3 are expected to recover. You know what I mean? So, looking at this incident, they said it was a 15-year-old boy with a gunshot wound who was listed in critical condition. A 25-year-old man, I think he was the teacher. He also received a gunshot wound, but he's in good condition. A teenage girl who may have been grazed by a bullet. So she was released from the hospital yesterday and also is in good condition. Let me see. Officers said about 1,700 students was at school and had to leave the building. The first report of the shooting on the second floor of the school came about 9:15 a.m. You know what I mean? The mayor said students walked out of the Timberview High School after the shooting. The incident occurred in a classroom on the second floor of the school. Okay. Before I saw the shooting, I saw a video floating around on Instagram of 2 kids in the classroom looking like they was in a fight. But the fight looked really one-sided. And when I seen this video, all I could think is, man, when this here shit gonna slow up? You know, young black males whooping on young black males. And all I could think about is, when this here type of shit gonna slow up? And so the video started going viral. Not much longer after that, the news of the shooting took place. Now, I had no clue that video and the shooting was tied together. But my intuition, I didn't know where it was, you know what I mean? But I heard the lingo of the young man who was, you know, somewhat the aggressor. And I knew it was in Texas, just from the slang he used. And I knew it might be, you know, around the Dallas area, just from the slang he used. And so when the incident started going viral, something told me those incidents was tied together. And just like I thought they were. Now, the kid said he was being bullied, you know what I mean? And he did what he did. I'm not here to say the kid that was the aggressor in the fight is deserving of that, or the kid who did the shooting, you know what I'm saying, is justified. I'm not here to say none of that. That took place. That has happened. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate for the innocent bystanders, the teacher who coming to work, you know what I'm saying, trying to do his job and deal with our children. The young girl who coming to school to get her education, you know what I mean, and receive a gunshot wound, and anybody else who was not involved, who was injured. Now, it's very unfortunate, the whole situation. It's unfortunate that the young man would have to bring a gun in his backpack to school. But what that does indicate is it's some kind of threat. It's some kind of imminent threat, because they say he drove to school, 2018 Charger. He could have left it in the car, but for some reason, he needed to bring it on his person in his backpack. He needed to keep it near. So that means that it was some kind of opposing threat coming from somewhere. And we have to go to the prevention of how do we arrive to this point and how we can prevent getting to this point again. What roles can we play as parents, teachers, students, friends, family. We have to think of that, those preventive measures of what role can we play. One of the things I can think of is have very direct, intimate conversations with the youth, with your children, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews. Don't, and I'm not trying to point the finger at nobody, but don't be so distant from these children with your personality to where they feel you're unapproachable. They feel you're so much of an adult that they can't talk to you. You know what I mean? Like Cliff Huxtable type parent, you know? A different type parent. You have to get down on a level with them. You know what I mean? You have to be flexible. You have to speak their lingo. You have to share their concerns. You have to learn their slang so you can understand them, so they can feel comfortable enough to share things with you. When you just this disciplinarian type parent, it's a fine line. They either think they in trouble or they okay in your good graces. And then if they in trouble, you're going to scold them, holler at them, whoop their ass, whatever, punish them. But if you're in their good graces, maybe you're not doing those things. That needs to have more elements. You need to be able to get on the floor with them and talk and play. You know what I mean? Do things. Go outside and play basketball with them. Go play tennis with them. Go to the football games with them. Go to the arcades with them. Go to the fairs with them. Spend time with the people who mean the most. We spend too much time as adults chasing frivolous things, frivolous relationships, trying to impress people we went to high school with 20 years ago. Worrying about what this person say or that person say, when you really need to be at home taking care of your business, making sure them little girls and them little boys got their head on straight. Because if you don't, we got these type of things starting to rise up. This normally don't really happen in the black community. You know, not that I know of. Not like that. So it's really something really, really wrong. But everybody have to be held accountable. This is not just two children fighting at school. It's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. And we all got a responsibility to try to take preventive measures to nip things in the bud before they escalate and get to this level. Because right now, this is a point of no return. After this incident, everybody involved, nobody's life will be the same. Nobody's life will be the same. I seen the kid's mother on the news speaking, and my heart go out to her. You know what I mean? All the children that was involved who received bullet wounds, my heart go out to them and their parents. Because regardless of what it was over, it shouldn't have went there. You know, we living in the country where the resources are abundant. We're living in a country where we may say, oh, it's uncomfortable or this is unbearable, but this is not a third world country. Anything you pretty much want is a phone call away or an app away, or you can get there and get it. You know what I mean? So there's communication and misunderstandings that's coming from generations that's being handed down. And a person of my age and stature, older, a little younger, we're living at the best time ever in this world with information. with resources and options, with job opportunities, with hustle opportunities, with creating your own endeavor. All these things are very well possible. So us taking accountability and responsibility, regardless of how boring it is to these children, we're going to have to speak life into these children, man. We're going to have to speak life into these children. It's time out for trying to entertain them about our yesteryear and the thug shit we did and the confusion we was always in. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, it was absolutely over nothing. If you think back right now, all the conflict you got in, nine times out of 10, you got in a conflict with another brother this color. And when you think about why y'all got into it, it was over absolutely nothing. Some bullshit that shouldn't have took place. But now we got these generations getting this hand-me-down bullshit and repeating the cycle. And they can't take as much pressure as some of us could back then. And let's just say the scenario was the kid was protecting himself and his retaliation was out of fear and anger. And he exploded and did what he did. Let's just say that was the case. We have to figure out how to diffuse that type of situation before it becomes, you know what I'm saying, explosive. Before it detonates. How do we deactivate it before it detonates? Because as you see, once that fear and anger explode, that shrapnel damages more than just the opposing threat. Most kids are not accurate. Most kids don't have the opportunity of going hunting with their parent. If you have, you probably 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20. Most kids and most black men that own guns, a lot of them never been to ranges to learn how to shoot. Now, if you've been to the military and different things like that, and you attend the range, you're fortunate. You probably like 3, 4 out of 20. You know what I mean? So it's some education come behind handling these tools and when to handle these tools. But again, the preventive measures before our children self-destruct. What key roles can we play as a culture and as a community? That's the question. I'm going to let y'all in on something. The past 5-6 years, it's been heavy on me. It's been hard on me. I've been dealing with trying to redirect a young man who headstrong like me. And I'm seeing the potholes and the pitfalls that he about to approach before he even get to them. And I'm spending my time talking till I'm blue in the face, trying to demonstrate and show him, son, I went through what you're going through right now. I just came out of a lot of what you're going through right now. And there's different routes you can take. And sometimes what I realized was these children, because of music, society, TV, social media, pretty much to sum it up, social engineering, these children get bored real quick. Their attention span is very short. They're not interested in history. They're not interested in what came before. They're not interested in the sacrifice of why they can. So I'm not going to say my method didn't work because every time my son gets in a jam, he regurgitate the communication we once had when he looked like he wasn't listening. But because he was free to roam and he was moving fast like a chicken with his head cut off, it didn't resonate at the time. But now, as he can sit and reflect, he goes back to it. And he wish that he can do things different. And he only been gone a few weeks. He wished like hell he could have did things different. But a lot of times he used to tell me, I hear you, but when you tell me to go right, I want to go left. I did my job. I let you know, just go right, son. All you need to do is go right. I already laid it out for you. Bust a right. Turn your wheel this way and bust you a right. He said it himself. Nah, when you tell me to go right, I want to go left. But the problem is, every time he disobey some easy instructions that's beneficial to him, and he busts that left, 9 times out of 10, he always winds up in a fucked up predicament. He didn't have to go left. He wanted to go left. But when he went left, it was some bullshit over there on the left. But I'm steady on the right. I'm steady on the right, elevating, slowly but surely. I'm steady being an example. I'm steady leading by an example. So sometimes these children, they don't see it. And it's boring to them. You know what I mean? But we can't give up on them. As a community, as a culture, we all got to play some kind of part. We all got to let our voice be heard. I don't want to claim the role as an OG. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm an OG. Because the thing is, I'ma always tell them something good. You know what I mean? I ain't got no path to steer them on for my entertainment to see them get messed over or fucked off or in a jam. Like some people out here, they evil, my nigga. They wanna misguide you and misdirect you so they can have something to point the finger at and something to laugh at. That's a fool spirit. That's a clown spirit. It's unfortunate, but I care. You know what I mean? It's one of my motherfucking problems. I care. You know what I mean? So we have to think about preventive measures. When that kid come home and tell you, hey, I'm having this issue, you know what I mean? Don't blow that off because you on social media posting pictures of you 15 years ago when you had a flat stomach and a big butt and some big titties. Now you got a big belly and a big butt and some big titties. But you want to post your yesteryear. And so when that kid come tell you he having an issue, you got a brief response on it and you back to posting the more fucked up ass pictures. Or the kid come telling you he got an issue and you texting some bitch you been running behind for 10 motherfucking years and the bitch ain't doing nothing but getting a couple dollars out you here and there and maybe giving you a little shot of Kagoga here and there just to keep your bitch ass on the string. But you too busy to pay attention when little homie trying to tell you he having an issue. So as a community, that shit need to be a chain reaction. Tell your teacher. Tell the principal. And like my mama used to do, show your bitch ass up to that school. Now, if you got an old bitch ass job that won't let your ass out early enough, go after. Go before. Go, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Fuck your job. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear shit about, I couldn't get off of work. My job demand. Man, fuck your job. Take off. Use one of your off days and carry your bitch ass to their school and go sit down and have a sit down with somebody. I remember back in the day, and I'm going to make this short because you know I like to get off into my little stories. Young and arrested now. So I had an incident with an individual, long story short. They put the stump down, jump down on me, boom, boom, boom. He wasn't even the one really that should have initiated, but this guy was involved. And so after they put the stump down on me, me and a couple of my partners caught him and they allowed me to display what I needed to display on him just to show him, hey, boy, don't be fucking with me. And we did him dirty. We did him dirty and raggedy. We did him dirtball bad and raggedy. But the way that ended was when he went home, he was so scarred up and charred up and fucked up and chewed up and spit out. His parents came to my house respectfully and asked my mother, could they speak to her? You know what I mean? And he was dressed in a button-down shirt and some slacks. At school, he was a terrible kid. He put fear in some people. He never put fear in me, but he was a part of, you know, a little gruesome mob that jumped on my motherfucking ass. So his parents came in and they told my mama that they discussed with him what took place. And he spoke of his role of jumping on me. And he spoke that he felt like he should have got, you know, some kind of repercussion from that, but he felt like I went overboard. See, the thing is, the response, when you fuck with somebody, you can't control their response. You can't turn down their anger or their fear or their reasoning. You know what I mean? When you fuck with somebody, man, hey, man, it's all in the game. But long story short, he wanted to apologize. And he was in tears when he apologized. I was still mad, so I'm looking at him kind of like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? But his parents asked my mother and us, could we all pray? Now, my mama, she ain't she prayed with him, but she ain't take her eyes off him. And they apologized. And they asked me, could I accept the apology and say right here, right now, shake his hand and say that we won't have no more issues after this. I started to be a hard ass, but I say, you know what? I did his ass pretty dirty. I feel good about that. Yeah. You willing to let that shit go, my nigga? You over there skint the fuck up, but you willing to let that shit go? He like, yeah. And I promise you, after that, no more issue. I seen that guy multiple times. I didn't try to instill any fear in him. I thought about the handshake and his parents and my mama, boom, 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 and we let that shit go. I'm not saying that method gonna work, but y'all niggas gonna have to try some of this shit, man. After this motherfucking live, if it ain't too late, go in your kid room and sit down with him and talk to him. Ask him, you being bullied? Are you a bully? Anybody fucking with you? Whether it's a teacher, student, pack of students, whatever. You need to connect with these kids and get on a level of understanding and try to put these fires out before they go ablaze. Because that could have been any of our children while we out grinding, doing what we doing. We trusted our kids at school getting an education. If it was up to me, my nigga, my kids wouldn't even go to no motherfucking school. Nah. If it was up to me, all this shit going on, my kids would not be sitting in no motherfucking classroom. But this old cornhead ass That's another story. But yeah, man, look, we got to think about some preventive measures. And that's all I want to leave on your mind. You know what I mean? Before shit erupt like this here, man, we got to think about some preventive measures, man. And I'm serious, man. That shit should have never happened. Talk to them kids, man. Get down on their level, man. Boy, I got so much salt in my pepper. I was edging my beard and I heard, push it. Push it. God damn, boy, nigga got more salt and pepper than the motherfucker. But yeah, who off in here? Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Flanagan came through off in this thing. Jesus Trevino went on bless my game with the 499. Yeah. Trevino, we gonna talk. We need to talk soon. Yeah, light year, what it is, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. We all gotta come together in this bullying. We got too many negative things in this world. The kids don't deserve to go through that mess, man. It's sure right, man. Okay, CCS, I'm close to over there. Sad because it's not even that. It's sad because it's not even that kind of area. Nice homes and shit. I get it. Tank Diesel, what it is, man. Chilling. Let me see. It's never too late to make a change. Prayers and love to young Heezy and young Pimp. For sure, man. For sure. Let me see. Heezy, I set up that Discord channel. You just and server link. Wow. Straight up facts, working on it. Y'all like my patch? Y'all like my patch? Yeah. I added that patch. Let me see. From what I've been seeing, when they young, they more involved. But high school, I see less parents and more if sports is involved. Yeah, we get involved with that sports. We do get involved with that sports. What's up, Scott Eric? We do get involved with that sports. But we gotta get involved with that little chit chatter, they social sites. Like I don't even really allow my kids to have social sites. They don't need no Facebook. They can have a little TikTok. And ever so often, a nigga going down through there. Ever so often, I'm on some, give me your phone. Scott Eric, hey, I appreciate that soup, man. That $4.99, know what I'm talking about? Ever so often, without notice, give me your phone. And I'm going through their text messages. I'm seeing what kind of conversation they having with partners and friends, and you know what I mean? And I'm correcting the bullshit. If they got friends that's how could I say, acting too mannish or too womanish, we cut that. Look, you gonna stop hanging with her. That's what this is. I don't even want to hear. You know what I mean? Or if the little girl or the little boy just don't know no better, and they in my presence, I tell them straight up, cut the shit. If your mom and dad ain't told you, you hearing it from me. Cut the shit. What's the shit? Hey, trying to act like this and that. Little boy, shit, you 10, 12, 13 years old? Fuck all that. You ain't got no business worrying about no boyfriend, this and that. You know what I mean? Now, because they ain't my kids, I don't really lay it down too thick. But if they were my kids, it'd probably be some that didn't know I spit my shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. They say the kid that did the shooting was in private school all his life. Damn. Yeah. Let me see. I feel like things like metal detectors can prevent these shootings in school. They definitely did need a metal detector at their school. They definitely did. You seen Cedric the Entertainer with the UGK hat on the at the Rams game? Yeah, him and Bun real cool. Let me see. Straight up facts sound like good, no better, turn bad. Let me see. Okay. Suburban gated community. Yeah. The world is a ghetto. You know what I mean? You got to know that the world is a ghetto. So even though the kid might, be driving a 2018 car to school, might live in a gated community. Let's say it was him being bullied. Let's say he did try to. Hey, I appreciate that soup chat from Scott Eric. That's what I'm talking about. Coming off in here, lighting this thing up. It's my birthday month. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So we got a $4.99 soup and we got a $9.99 soup. You know what I mean? Let's say he came from that type of community, but that fear, that anxiety, that anger is gonna turn into something. And plus, you got these songs and the social engineering telling you to, you know what I'm saying, lay it down. And if you don't lay it down, you got society saying you pussy. So it's got to be horrible right now to be a teenager, man. I don't know. It got to be horrible right now to be a teenager, man. Think about it. Think about that for a second. Put yourself in a position and spend some time with them. Talk to them. You know what I mean? Talk as much as you can to them. We trying to prevent some shit. Got dreads, gold teeth, and a gun, and thought he could go to public school. Nah, I ain't gonna point no finger. I don't know. I wasn't there. I ain't gonna do that to the young man. I ain't gonna do that to the young man. I ain't gonna do it to the people got shot on. Shit, man. I hope it turned out right for him, man. Let me see. Schools should also have more open avenues for them to talk to administrators about bullying. Yeah, they should feel comfortable talking to their parents. They should. I still blame the parents. They knew he was gonna be a target in public school, knowing where he came from. Yeah, see that would be crazy. If he'd been in private school his whole life, then all of a sudden he thrown in public school. That's a shift. See, I was in private school. Private po-ass school with a bunch of other po-ass niggas. Nah. That was the only thing private about it. We was just a bunch of private po-ass motherfuckers. Hey, but we had a good time. We had a good time when I think about it. You know, minority was the nigga who had name brand pints and tennis shoes and shirts. He was the minority. The majority clothes came from motherfucking Dollar General and the Salvation Army. You know what I mean? So if a nigga tried to clown you at school, shit, nigga, you broken po too. Fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? I remember a nigga told me, man, see, I don't like doing this here. I be getting too. I don't want to make the video long as fuck. I might end this subject and come back with another. I hope y'all come back and fuck with me so we can talk some shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all that, man. A nigga told me we walking to school. Nigga say, look your mama in the welfare cheese line. And I looked. She's over there holding her purse. But when I looked at her and I looked at a couple people behind, I said, oh, nigga, your mama over there too. Then he shut the fuck up. So how the fuck you gonna try to clown on me, nigga? We both in a fucked up position. Let me see. Kids getting free lunch. Scratching for crumbs. That was me, you know what I'm saying? Pulling out gated community in the crib. Yeah. I don't know. That jealousy and hate is a motherfucker. Let me see. I be letting them know you can attend some college while in high school. That's the coolest move. Youngsters finish strong like that. Yeah, I saw that. We got to spread positivity and do our best to inspire the kids, for sure. We're going to end on that note. Hey, man, for shits and giggles, man, I'm going to come back, man. Let's chop it up. Hey, man, it is what it is. Your boy, Hezeleo is going down. Long Little Pimp and Mama West. Free Young Pimp and Young Heezy. Hey, man, I'll be back. Let's cut up a little bit, man. I got a little bit more time, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to make this video too long and drawn out. Y'all make sure y'all come back. I'm out.